Welcome to your favorite channel about all things the Motherwind. This is Mushidadi Lihlomeda, speaker, author, and coach. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment.
Was your mother abusive and ruthless and dismissive, and you had children and she became a grandmother and totally became a different person, is gentle, nurturing, and attentive with your children, and you're wondering to yourself, has she changed? Is she feeling remorse for how she treated me? Is this how she compensates for what I did not get as a child by giving it to my children? There's no straightforward answer to it. But what I can say is mothers who relied on control and being in power over their children tend to continuously look for new ways to maintain that power. And what I mean by this is you no longer live in her house, you no longer depend on her, and she can no longer hit you to get her way. And perhaps even the guilt is not working anymore. You are setting boundaries. And the only way that she can maintain that power is to do that through your children. And the one way to know if that is the case is to see if she undermines you in front of your children. Because if she was remorseful and she has turned a new leaf and is compensating through your children, what she would then do is be an emotional bridge between you and your child. And what I mean by this is she would recognize how you have to have a great relationship with your child because she hoped or she wishes that she could have had it with you, and now perhaps feels like the ship has sailed. If that was the case, then she would be the emotional bridge between you and your child. She would try to bring you together. She would try to help you resolve your issues. But if she's undermining you in front of your children, turning you against your children, then she is just maintaining that sense of power over you. Only this time she's doing it through your children. And it might just be very important for you to now set boundaries in that regard. If she's not respectful of your boundaries as a mom and how you want to raise your own children, or as a dad and how you want to raise your own children, then you might have to recognize that this is just a new way in which she is maintaining power in our relationship. But they are those moms and who have turned a new leaf, and they want to have a great relationship with their granddaughter and are willing to hear where you are as a mom, and what your plans are in regards to how you want to parent, and support you in that, and really be a village in your relationship with your child. And you'll see this because she will not undermine your parenting skills. In fact, she would encourage you, she would correct you in private, and she would also be trying to rebuild their relationship with you. So that's how you know if your mom is truly remorseful, and that the way they are with your child because they feel that they should have had that with you, and because they feel like they should have had that with you, they would support you and your child in having a great relationship and would be a cheerleader in your relationship with your child. And also, there are those parents who just have beliefs that you're supposed to be hard on your children and be gentle on your grandchildren. And also, there are those ones who it's just easier because it's a different dynamic. It's a different dynamic. The child is no longer the direct responsibility. They would not be blamed for it, for how this child turns out. They don't live with this child. So the child is there for 3 days. That's why the rest of us aunties can be such great aunties and be fun, and the kids love us is because we only have them for a short period of time, and then from there we can rest and go back into our lives and then see them again when we are happy, and we are able to do that because they don't live with us full time. And sometimes that's just the thing with grandparents, is that because it's a different dynamic, not direct responsibility, no real pressure in regards to how the child turns out, they are more relaxed as a result. And yeah, and that relationship seems to be great, and the kids benefit from that, from having a grandmother that is now relaxed and doesn't feel the pressure, and you can allow that to happen because it adds to the amount of love that the child has. But it's important to really pay attention to the dynamics that are happening in this regard, so you see if this is genuinely your mother just being a great grandmother, or your mother maintaining a sense of power over you, a sense of control over you, and weaponizing your children in that regard. So that's something to consider.